clean.
1 2 1 2 1 2. This is Yanko Masa, and it's Sunday. What a beautiful Sunday. It is 100 degrees. So if you want to
Feels like
roast, if
1,000.
you want to sweat a little bit, just stay outside for a few minutes. Here, darling. This morning, when I got out of the room and I sat in front of the lake, I said, let me take the dog out for Pete. And I felt that humidity. And I said, what a beautiful weather in Estelí, Nicaragua. That even if you're going to have a hot day, when you get out in the morning, it feels cooler. It feels so good.
The morning.
And then get out of chilly inside of the room. It's a 66 in the room. I like it. You got a room. It feels great in Estelí, Nicaragua. God knows I miss. You miss Estelí?
And happy Sunday. It's amazing. June is,
June is over. It's
and
over.
we're pretty much on the belly of the year. This is the middle of the year.
Yep.
6 more
And I
months
don't have
and the
any
year's over.
complaints. I've been enjoying every little bit. It feels great of being down there and going, man, I miss my people. I want to go to the lounge. I want to go to Pampa. I want to see where technology is. And then how, when you see your people, when you see where technology is, I want to go back to 30 years behind. And I get when people say that they like to experience Cuba or Havana to see how time stops. I get what they mean by that. Because when we go to Nicaragua, it's a similar feeling. In here, we are so advanced that when you go back to Nicaragua, um, you know, you feel like you're 20 years behind. And I'm not saying in a bad way, okay? I love that. I love to keep that balance.
It's just a simpler life.
Simpler
It's
life.
just, yeah. We have the best of both places, both worlds. And it's been, what, 2 years since the last time we spent a summer here? Normally, after the show, we are here for about a month or so, and then we go back.
Hmm.
So we're there for the summertime.
We never get the summer here.
The heat starts when we have to come for the show. Their summer starts in like April, and it's brutal.
We have it
Brutal.
perfect. We have it perfect.
Because it's still like spring here. So yeah, this time we're getting to enjoy Florida summer, and it is hot. It is hot, but it's a beautiful day. The one thing I absolutely love of the summers is the daylight saving. That it gets dark at 8:30. We closed the shop at 8 last night. We were watching the game here, and it felt like it was still like 5 o'clock in Nicaragua. That's how it is. It doesn't get dark until like 8:40, and I love it because you feel like your day lasts longer. In Nicaragua, we're home by 5:30. We eat, we sit down, we wind down, and by 7:30, we're like already to go to bed because it's been dark since 6 p.m. So I don't know. I guess psychologically, that does something to you. Like you want to go home when it's like getting darker, and then you just unwind quicker, I guess. And by 8 o'clock, you're ready to go to bed. But we're enjoying it. We're happy to be here at the lounge. We've had a tremendous week this week.
And
It's
right in
been
the beginning of the slow season,
yeah,
what a week! What a
it's
week!
been a great
It's
week.
like the universe, like God is just telling us, you did the right move. Keep going, keep going, keep going. The vibe, the energy, this stayed here, this so much time being in the shop, reflect, look at the humidor, the walk-in humidor. A lot of conversations in here about the present, the future, what is going to make the difference between established cigar shops and then the new era. And I believe that we have plenty of a space to keep growing in the sense of serving our customers. There was a gentleman sitting in here before you came in, and he stopped me, and he couldn't stop saying so much beautiful things about the cigars. All the cigars that he had tried here, they were spectacular, and this and that, and the consistency, and that he can feel that all my stuff is aged, and that he got sent me a message for him. Because when I went into the office to put the keys in the office, the van keys in the office, he was in the humidor talking to Devin about the Sumatra wrapper, the Corona Gorda. I totally, I totally forgot that that's a cigar with a Sumatra wrapper. And he said, he asked me, why you haven't done any more sizes with Sumatra wrapper? So it's like I have all these questions. I have all these questions about what do I do next, if it's too much, to hold on, to be careful with customers asking and asking and asking for things. You understand? And then out of this Gorda with a Sumatra wrapper, which has a complex blend, and he's asking me if I can do other sizes. And so, momentum, momentum. We didn't accomplish that. Needle, needle. We did the Toro and Robusto, but we never did any other size. So what I'm saying is there's so much room to keep servicing their customers or customers. And for years, I kept telling myself, no, 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 what we have is already working. But how the industry is going right now is pushing us to keep going forward, creating more brands. Why? Because our product you only are able to buy here, you only are able to buy in our website. I asked you yesterday to please to remind me that whenever we bump into someone of the big outlets and they come around again with the same question to to put my brand or the same. Because I'm not going to mention name, but some of those persons that they work for that company have told me never do that. So we got to keep it. We got to keep it quality, not quantity. I've been asked a couple, 3 times in my stay here by other business owners, what is the future? They try to measure me on a sense of how much I want to grow, and I keep saying I don't know because since I discovered that concentrating on my craft allowed for time to go by, and the only way to get experience it's with time going by. I'm not pushing myself with any goals, or I'm just gaining a lot of experience through the journey. So I finally accept that we're going to work on some of the things. I think we are pretty limited on mild cigars. I've been so close-minded, and here I am saying something, and repeating and saying that we need to bring new people into the lifestyle. And I hope this is not misinterpreted, but bringing new people into the lifestyle of a boutique brand, people that are attracted to boutique brands, not just in general people that want to get into cigars. Do you do you understand what I'm saying? So we need to do more mild cigars. I find myself in here going to smoke mild cigars, and I have two types. That's it, three types. And I see young individuals in front of those brands, and I can see that it's hard for them to identify with the brands. The brands is not talking to them because it's a curated brand, it's a mature brand, and it's like, well, so I'm not doing the same cigars with a different label. I'm going to tweak the cigars and look for that creamy flavor, creamy. Um, because Devin asked me that question not too long ago, that what is it that I like on cigars? And I said, well, my morning cigars, I like to experience that creamy flavor. So I'm going to work. I'm going to put myself to be to be at all times with you on the developing of your brands. Your brands, they're going to be mild.
Mild. Which is what I told you originally, and I'm glad now it's sinking in and making more sense that we needed something for the different demographic that we're trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
or that we want to target.
and it's not that I don't want to be responsible or anything. I'm going to be responsible on the making of the cigar. I wanted to surprise you. I want to make the cigar and go, here. This is a cigar that you, even if you want to, you're not going to be able to stop finishing the cigar because how much you like it. That's the cigar I'm going to make with you for that younger clientele. We would do a brand with a sweet tip, and we would do a no sweet tip brand, and we would do a flavor brand. Three, three, three options for the younger, and it will be different appealing, different
Profiles.
marketing,
Oh yeah.
different marketing, and it's not going to be the Maceda brand, just changing the label. It will be something with the years of experience that I already had, which is not that many. It will be that so 20 years being a lot of people in my life. Okay, yeah, I've been doing it for 30 years. Okay, I've been doing it for
This December.
this 16
16
years
years of
in
Tabanero
this
being,
industry.
yeah. Because you had the lounge before and the
Yeah,
brand.
yeah, yeah. 16 years. I need. I will feel because of a number. I will feel more to myself when I hit the industry. And I don't know. So you've been doing it 20 years. Um, have a band. And again, if it's money what is driven me, I said, no, no, it has nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with money. God knows it's nothing to do with feeling, feeling that I have the respect of my clients, admiration, and that I'm capable to keep promoting those experiences that I create for them. It's how I. That's what it is. I never on this brand that I'm working on you. I wake up this morning thinking about blends, thinking about what is it I'm going to tweak, and thinking of three variations. That if I don't hit it on the first, I think this is what I need to tweak, and then if I don't hit, I need, and then I can't just do it, smoke, and say yes. I have to make a couple of hundreds, so I can let them age at least to January, and then try.
I put the do not disturb. It's definitely gonna be an interesting journey, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. And I have had because we have talked, but this is not a decision that we came. Um, Nothing happened from like overnight. We These are things that we've discussed for probably 2 years. I remember discussing it in with him, of course, and in one of the shows. And I started talking to retailers when we went to give me a second. And I told Yanko, I started discussing like what are your best sellers, what moves in your store, and from that feedback, I told Yanko, we gotta do something like this. And as you all know, he's been very protective and he's stuck with the things that he believes. I said, you don't have to do anything with your brand. Let's come up with something under La Rola, and we can make it something under the umbrella of Tabanero, but it's gonna be a separate brand, like my brand. So I'm really excited about that. And people have this past show, I had two retailers asking me, so how are you doing with the blend of for like the young crowd and the ladies? That's what we
So let me ask
started
you
calling
something.
it.
If we're it was all retailers or another retail. It was a, if all retailers are asking us for a cigar for younger people, it's taking us longer to accept and to understand that we're catering to connoisseurs and catering
Mhm.
to true
Mhm.
cigar smokers,
Mhm.
and we not. I keep saying it and saying it. How to bring the new, the new leaders, the new winners, the new go-getters. How to attract them to the lifestyle, but I'm not doing as much. You understand? So you're gonna help me. You're gonna help me. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun to keep developing the Sumatra rappers on the Maceda. I'm gonna have fun to keep developing momentum, to keep developing Nero. I got plenty of work for me. I got plenty of work for me. I don't I have I don't see a new brand under Maceda. I think we're set. We just got to do more sizes
Of the ones you already
of the
have?
ones that we
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because people have been asking me forever, forever. So, so we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. I asked the Diesel family to work on some blends that I had in mind. So when we get to Nicaragua, we go try and and give them my changes or say yes, this is what I'm looking for. I believe that would happen with the two sweet lips, the new two sweet lips, which is discovering. Uh, I I'm happy. as it happened, I was asking me if Tashina wanted to try your. I said no, no,
It's strong.
it's really strong.
It came
It's
out
really strong.
strong.
I don't want you to. It was a good mistake because we discovered something new, a blend of Jalapa and Esteli. Simple. There's no complexity. It's a full fermented that they're balanced. The cigar is balanced. Nothing is overpowering. It's creamy and and strong. Creamy and strong. It tastes good, but after the cigar, I'm going, whoa. And
You
Keith
loved it.
freaking love it. He says, you got to make that cigar without a sweet tip. I said, okay, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And on bigger sizes, that's going to come out without sweet. That's going to come out under my line.
Under your, yeah, because it's a full
Under
body
my
cigar.
nose.
But we are
It's a
very
beautiful thing.
excited.
It's a beautiful thing. I think I've been extremely tired because of the work under the heat at the warehouse. Even if you're not doing a trench or anything, or you're just under the roof working on the warehouse, organizing this and that.
This is the time where you don't feel the difference, even if you're under the tree. The humidity is so high that you still feel like
And I'm so
it's brutal.
into it to get it done, to do it right, that I keep drinking water, I keep drinking Gatorade, and I think my body's 24 years old. And it's
It
not.
isn't.
It's not. It's not. It's 48. It's 48, and my brain doesn't accept it. You know, I want to keep pushing, and I go to the gym in the morning and all that, but I'm not used to physical work like that in the morning.
Especially in the heat.
Yep.
What else? What else we have? Well, that is pretty much the ball is rolling. So we're very excited about the new blends and the new vitolas and the new brand La Rola. We're very excited about that. You do? And we're having our second brunch and burn or customer appreciation day. Um, we'll have it on July next weekend, of course. It's 4th of July. We know you guys have plans and family, outings and all. Oh, probably a lot of food left over from Saturday. So we're gonna jump next weekend and do it the following weekend on Sunday, July 12th, starting at 11. Same narrative. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have the complimentary coffee. You come, buy your cigar, enjoy brunch on us. Last time we had a blast. We had about 25 people show up, and it was amazing. Mind you, we're not a huge lounge, so 25 people was pretty much the entire lounge occupied at once, and it was great. We had, and at one point, Yanko said, "Let's all sit here and just talk," and that's what we did. We just put the chairs together and we enjoyed conversations. We talked about bourbon, cigars, about sports. It was amazing. So
Can you do
let's do
two cortaditos
that one
with
again.
a dope? Divide the
Our
dope.
idea
Not
is to
double.
have them on the first
Please.
Sunday of every
No
month,
sugar.
but
No sugar.
next Sunday being the day after 4th of July, we're just gonna skip it. A lot of people are out of town. A lot of people have prior commitment. I'll see you guys here starting at 11.
And this Sunday brunch, because how the energy is relaxed and everything is, those are the days that we're gonna start trying all the new stuff that we
Oh yeah, we're gonna have bundles of La Rola are being sold online on our website. We're gonna have them there for you to purchase them and try them. So yeah, take advantage. Another thing that just came to my mind, July 23rd, we have amazing retailers that kind of became friend of ours, became family. They're extended family in Arkansas. They are the owners, Walter and Whitney. They do an amazing job in their lounge and their cigar bar in Arkansas. They moved location and they had to be shut down for a couple of months. Took them longer than expected, and they just reopened again. So we're gonna go and pay them a visit. They invited us. We said we're still here in Tampa, so might as well do it now. We're gonna be in Arkansas, in Rogers, Arkansas, at Black Crown Whitney. So if you guys are around the area, please come and pay us a visit. We'll be Thursday, from the 22nd to the 23rd to the 24th, and we're gonna be doing the event for them. You guys are close. Come and see us. We're gonna be there. I'm gonna put more information there as they give it to me. They're the ones planning it. I just said just let me go up. I'll on the website when I have more info from them. But just be on the lookout for that. Just you have to support the ones who support you when when they need it. So that's what we believe in. And um, when we're at the show, you have a direct line with us, with Yanko being the owner, with me being pretty much in public relations and making it happen. So yeah, we're here for you guys. Whatever you guys need help with.
I have
So that's
someone, Manny, a guy, Manny or internet guy, approached me yesterday when he came for his birthday with a big group. One of the guys is a cigar smoker. He smokes brands, and he's in love with it. And he was asking me if he can do rep for me. He has a full-time job with the internet company, but he's always in a lot of the shops, and he believed that it would be easier for him to. And I said, sure, sure, bring it. Tell him to text me. Tell him to text me because thank you, Devin. Text me because if you're not on my contacts, I don't
You're good,
phones
yeah.
don't come in, calls don't come in.
You are an angel.
So
Thank you so much.
so tell him to text me. I'm open to opportunities that is driven by passion. It is driven by someone that he discovered. He believes that what we put out there is a good product. It's not it's not 80% marketing and 20% product. No, this is 70% product and 30% marketing.
Marketing. What are you
You know?
trying to say?
Oh,
I do marketing.
so so I said yes, yes, yes. We got to pay a visit to
You have to talk
trifecta.
to your boss and escalate the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's nobody who
That's
talked about
that's
me.
the thing.
There's
I mean,
no
you can make the
investor
decisions
that I got
and
to tell the investor, hey, what do you think? No, no, and that is the beauty of not being in a rush, not being, you know, measuring everything by goals, by numbers. No, no,
this looks really good.
I'm gonna concentrate on the journey. So
So
I don't want no one to come into my life and try to, bring a good idea and I don't know, $1 million, $10 million. Oh, let's do this. No, no, you can do it. Do it yourself. No, but no, you do it. You go do it. I'm good where I am.
when it's just it's funny like before you have kids, you're the best parent in the world. You're always telling yourself, "Oh, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't allow my kids, and my kids wouldn't do." And then you
But
have your kids.
repeat that because I don't think it was the steam was working. When you don't have kids,
You're the best
you're
parent
the
in the
best
world.
parents. Yeah. Well, you only have a dog, and you take him out, and you fit him, and you take him to the
And
vet.
they're the ones
You're the
that come
best
and
parent.
tell you how you're supposed to because this is the way they would do it. You know,
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god, yeah. And you know how extremely hard it is. So it's pretty much the same thing. Having the money and it's not the recipe for success.
yeah.
You really need to to have a plan and
Nothing wrong. I love people with money.
oh
I
my
love
god,
them.
of course.
Please.
But it's just
But having just the money
you
is
usually
not.
get you because I have heard this before. They tell you, oh, well, if an investor came and gave you that would be, oh my
Oh
god,
my God!
the recipe for.
Through this 16 years, how many people has approached and say, "Hey Yanko, do you need?" But the way you want to share your money with me, that I got to sign up my kids and my
No.
wife. No. Coming from Tabanero, it allows it. What she want me to try that is saying something in there?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, guys. We don't have the professional equipment and production, and because I'm telling you, I've seen some influencers in the industry that they're spending a lot of daddy's money on cameras and this and that. It's amazing. It's amazing. They're putting
We work
great
with what we have.
they're putting great content out there. A lot of media content. Nothing on the product, just content. A lot of content.
Anywho, that's what we have.
They have a production team, and they, it's like, wow,
It's okay
man,
to each their own. You just gotta run your own
these
race.
young kids have it all figured it out. They came to change the industry. Wow, we needed those guys. They're gonna change the industry. God, 300,000 followers, 164,000 followers. God. Oh, they
Have
don't
I
sell,
ever
they
told you
don't
the
sell
story
cigars.
of the Wright brothers?
They don't sell cigars. They,
Oh God.
uh, I just ask myself. I'm glad I have a really bad memory for things that I don't care. You don't know how many of them I've seen on this 16 years.
But it's what I always tell you. You have to run your own race. You have to run your own race. This is that's the pretty much the world we're living in, and you know, thank God for these platforms because we're able to do this, and with your friends, your clients know it. So
You see, Robusto, Robusto, Habano 2000 Ecuadorian wrapper, Condega, Jalapa, Umetepe, a mild cigar, but with a lot of flavor, complex. Um, I just learned that I learned from Devin that one of the notes is green tea, and it's true. I was paying attention to it, and it has that green tea note, and then the roasted almonds from the Condega, and the sweetness of the Jalapa, and the aroma. When the aroma is coming through, you can pick that rare aroma from Umetepe that is kind of hard to describe. So this is a cigar that most of my mild cigars, I design it that being a Robusto, to finish the Robusto, and to finish like this, I finish the cigars like this. I don't go to 10 cents. I stay at 25 cents. When I see the cigars at 25 cents, unless I'm on the road or somewhere and I don't have any more cigars, I will finish to 5 cents, burning my fingers. But when there's 40,000 cigars here in the humidor, I finish at 25 cents, 30 cents, 25. So it's a cigar that I finish, and I can repeat. I can do it
you
again,
want more,
and it will
yeah.
have the same taste. It doesn't lose any taste. That doesn't happen with a Connecticut wrapper. For some reason, it doesn't happen with a Connecticut wrapper. Once I have one Connecticut, I think when I'm almost done at the second, third with my Connecticut wrappers, I think I already had enough. But I'm doing for La Rola that I had experienced at the show that I almost burned my fingers. And it was something that I heard from the big boys 3 years ago. And I said, someday I'm going to do that. Well, I'm going to do that for La Rola. And it's going to be quite exciting. I'm not going to bring him out until I feel 100% with him. If it takes me 5, 10 years, I don't care. I'm just kidding. It's going to be ready next year.
The beauty of it is we're at the source and everything. If we were here, it would have taken us longer. But
Yeah.
now, since we started going there, it's
Yeah.
so much quicker. Everything happens so much quicker. Right. What else do we have? I think that is all for today.
Well, it is official. Um, July 7th, Monday, July 7th, the Chesterfield
Oh
armchairs
yeah, we'll be here.
missing because I bet people come in here and they go, why they have a set of 3 chairs? And I'm not going to be explaining everybody why we have a set of 3 chairs. We're waiting for the Chesterfields made in India. It took 6 months to come in.
They're finally
Genuine
getting
leather. In pictures, they look beautiful. And they're pretty expensive. $1,600 a pop. So that better look like a Ferrari. So they come in July 7th. Oh my God. That at that moment we'll be
here.
ready to start doing photo shoots and contents. We gotta reach out to the Cuban kid that we met in New Orleans.
New
I
Orleans.
want that guy to come here and do the photo shoot, do the videos, so we can share with you how much fun we are having in our journey. So you can see our best angles, best shots. Someone on Saturday, yesterday when he came in, he said, "Oh my God, Diego, how you doing, sir? Sir, your beer's motivation. You know, I told my barber that I wanted like this. I wanted like this picture. I wanted like this guy." I said, thank you."
I always tell him, my God, it takes not
And
that you work on it a lot, but it
not
takes
really,
you
not really,
2 weeks to let it, to have it
not
grow.
really. I
My
just got
brother
it.
during COVID, he didn't shave for like 5 months,
Not really.
and he had a couple spots here and there, but that was it. He couldn't grow a beard.
Not really. I seen people that, well, Keith. Keith takes his beard to the barbershop every week. I do
You
as
do
best
your
as I
stuff.
can, the lines, and the whole idea of this here, it wasn't truly a design or I saw the barbers have a really hard time when they do your fade here. They don't want to do the how do you call this right here? Sideburn. When you do a skin fade, there's no sideburn to do the beard. And then they try to do a fade in the beard, and some they get it, some not. So I said, you know what? I'm not fading my beard. I'm just gonna do a line to the 60. Sometimes they'll go down, go up. I'm not, you know. But it's easier because you're shaving, you're having a skin fade, and you just shave like that, and it's done. But it happens. I don't know. I guess because of my Middle Eastern descendants, I got that type of hair. You know, I never have paid attention. That's why sometimes I feel weird because I'm at the gym, I'm somewhere, and I see someone looking at it. I don't know if admiring or comparing. And when I look, it's a bald guy, and I said, "Well, why is that bald guy looking at me?" And I forgot that I have a lot of hair. I guess that's why he's looking. But I take it as an admiration. You know?
Compliment, yeah.
But you don't know what you have into the day you don't have it. You take so much for granted that you think, God brought you with this. Oh, okay, okay. Well, guess what? Many other people would love to have a beer, would love to. So you gotta be thankful. You gotta be thankful. You gotta be aware. And the way I try to be aware, I start on Sunday. On Sunday, I smoke at least 3 cigars. That helps me to be aware. With 3 cigars, the less of my concerns is what tobacco is gonna do to my lungs, because it doesn't go in my lungs, it goes in my brain. The nicotine goes in the circulation of the brain. And yes, I know it's probably a really ignorant statement, but I'm enjoying life. And who's gonna tell me the tobacco? Do you heard that New York is trying to make 2007? You heard that, sir? Yeah. Ain't that crazy? I don't like it one bit.
But New York, what do you expect?
That's the reason, as an immigrant, that's one of the biggest reasons you come to this amazing country, because of the freedom.
But whose idea was it? Like,
Ah, let's not mention that.
yeah,
We leave that up to your imagination.
yeah.
But,
Like, I'm not even born yet, and you're already dictating what's gonna happen 21 years.
yep.
They're making a certain year the cutoff to be able to buy cigars. Like,
To
if
buy
you,
tobacco.
right.
Yeah, they don't want to do it now.
So if you're born after that year, then you, not even when you turn 21, you
2007.
can't.
But to be able to drive to New Jersey, to be able to drive to Connecticut.
But that is so stupid. Like,
Well, we're communists.
of course. For see,
That's
he
why I
said it,
love
not
Steve.
me.
It was Steve. He said they're communists.
With a capital C.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Long ago, the Mars, he was car guy who wrote up the what's his name? Not Lenin, the other guy.
Karl Marx.
Karl Marx. He was a support by his
A
dad,
dependent
a
of his
dependent on his
dad, dependent
money.
of his wife.
Yeah, it's easy from the bed, sleeping all day or doing whatever, to write all this nonsense.
Problem we're having, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Let's not get into.
No,
We don't want to
because
get
I don't touch politics with a 10-foot pole,
Thank
especially
you.
not on social media. Um, do we have an opinion? Of course, we keep it to ourselves. But that's the thing. I mean, when you're, it's easy, and I always tell him, it's easy to be brave at a safe distance. When you are in the comfort and in the of a capitalist country, you can say that, oh my God, this sounds great. This sounds like a, but they live it in Cuba. Our friends that were born in Venezuela when all that was happening and migrated to Colombia. It's Colombia is full of Venezuelans because of the same reason. I am glad we were saved last Sunday because we elected a right-wing
El
president.
Tigre,
But
the tiger.
anywho, it's just you just gotta the token always has two sides. So,
Well,
anyways,
I hope that that only is just news to get us
that
to
it
get
doesn't
us,
get it doesn't get approved.
yeah. Because the same thing
It
with
will be
FDA.
really sad.
FDA was going to be the end of the boutique cigars. FDA was going to get rid of boutique cigars. Everywhere, every time I would go to the Olivas or go to Ages, a big company.
It was
The question was,
it
hey
was the
Yanko, what are you
talk of
doing
the
about
town.
FDA? Nothing. I don't have the money and the lawyers to do anything about the FDA.
It was
I
the
just,
talk of the town for the
it was the talk of
longest
the town.
time.
And they would look at you like that, like, hey, so
Who
what
did
are
you
doing
hire?
about FDA? I said, nothing. I don't have your money to do anything about the FDA. I gotta pray.
Just gotta show up
And what
every
happened
single
to
day
the
and
FDA?
hope.
What happened to the FDA?
And we owe that a lot to the you know the
Listen,
PCA
if you're gonna start your day or whatever with fears, don't get out of your house. Stay in your house.
yeah.
Same thing. Oh, yeah, because you're not scared of going to Nicaragua, moving to Nicaragua, starting operation in Nicaragua. Listen, man, I was scared in Cuba. In Cuba, to stay too long in Cuba, that's what I was scared.
To become an adult in Cuba.
Yeah, to become an adult in Cuba. Since I was 7 years old, and I saw my first relative coming from New Jersey with one of those bags that it looked like a worm. They were black, really long. And she opened that bag, and the smell coming out of that bag. I said, "What is this? What is that smell?" No, it's called bubble gums. What is bubble gum? And it's you so the colors are so vibrant. Oh, that's from the north. What? Where in the north? No, United States. Oh, United States. In school, they're always telling me that they're the devil and they explode people and this and that. So those bad people make these things. My aunt couldn't say anything because she moved to New Jersey. I don't know, 10 years before, and my 7 years. Yes, but you can be those things. I looked at my mom and I said, "When can I go to the United States?" From anything that I can is that at some moment in my life I was moving to the U.S.
The stories. The stories. Tabanero Cigars.
I'm sorry, I'm Cuban. I'm really passionate. That's why we smoke great cigars because I'm really passionate.
Well, this is it for today, guys.
Oh man,
Again,
I'm
we
warming up.
hope to
You're gonna
see
shut me
you.
down.
My God, it's been an hour. Well, 50 minutes. No, let's let them enjoy. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for watching everything that you guys do for us and for coming here, for bringing friends, family. We couldn't do it without you. And it's just the truth. We are here for it. We're very excited. We will be bringing someone on board to lead the lounge and lead our members. So we're very excited about that. More of that coming probably next Sunday.
Yes, yes. We're gonna have a lot more good things for next Sunday because I'm gonna have good meetings this week. This week, I think I'm gonna have good meetings. One of them is, like I said, with Tommy Corona Cigars. He's gonna help me out to introduce myself into the world of liquors. That's new to me. All I drink is Flor de Caña, 18 years old. But I
Don't
wanna.
spoil it. Leave some for next Sunday.
Oh, leave something for the next one. All right. So it's
We'll
gonna be
talk a little bit
exciting.
more.
And I just had a great talk today with a young guy that he's been around quite many times. And when I see young individuals here reflecting, thinking, I feel guilty if I don't sit down and spend time with them. He's probably 23, 24, and he's right now in the same having similar experience to my son Sebastian. He's in the insurance business, so he already got burned. He says he doesn't understand why the energy that he had in the beginning he lost it. So if any young individual is listening to this, please understand that it doesn't matter how much you learn about something in a course of a month or 2 months. And if you become really good at it in 2 months, it's still you're missing something that the only way to acquire it is with time. It's called experience. You can accelerate to acquire experience. So I know you're in search, you're trying to figure it out. You see successful people and you ask yourself why you are not. You are not because it's not the right time yet. Don't stop that strong desire of keep searching.
Keep searching.
And please, I know this is extremely difficult, but put the money aside. Don't ask how much someone does. Ask yourself if you can do that you believe has some potential for you to fall in love with it. If you can do it for a whole year, not getting paid, you can get at it, get at it, get at it, and not get burned. Ask yourself. I wish someone, when I was 19 years old, grabbed my hand and said, Yanko, this is the way. That was my biggest dream as a young entrepreneur, someone to hold my hand. No one did, and I'm glad that no one did because I figured out on my own. So don't be asking for that miracle. You're going to have to discover it yourself. Nobody's going to tell you what is your purpose on earth. So keep searching, keep searching. Guys, my name is Janko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. I'll see you next Sunday, unless you come during the week.
Bye.
Where people say, hey, Yanko, where you been? On 16